Jesus, what have you been up to?
Andrew wants to betray you.
What?
He wanted me to go to Talmberg and tell Captain Robard about the robbery.
That horseman wants to get us killed? I'll cut him in two.
Hold your horses. That'll get you nowhere. Use your head, damn it.
That swine! That fucking swine!
No, leave him be. It'll just cause us grief if we don't.
We can't get him now, but he'll pay for this.
About that job. I'm in.
Wonderful. But before we get to work, we have to find out more. We are gonna go and take a sly look at that quarry. Meanwhile, you go to Talmberg and find out when they're bringing the coin. Try to find out who's gonna be guarding it. Even better, if you could make it so there's as few guards as possible, well, you know, I wouldn't be upset at all. God be with you.
Hey, get out of here! It's no place for the likes of you!
Stop! Hear me? Stop! I give up!
Good fella. That's my boy. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
God be with you.
I'm carrying a message from Sir Radzik. He's asking about the patrols in the next few days around Skalitz.
What? Why?
All I know is, there's word that another enemy supply train is being sent into the region.
I see. That's a nuisance. I need a watch company elsewhere.
Where? Has there been more trouble?
No, it's just that Sir Divish is going to send payment to the quarrymen.
An entire company? Are you expecting a robbery? Isn't protection against the humans more important?
Well, maybe they can manage with a few less men.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
You look like you swallowed a wasp, Master Groom. What's going on?
I should think so. I have 3 horses with a fucking colic.
Well, that's not such a tragedy. You need to keep the horses warm and rub them down with straw, especially the belly and flanks. That'll help settle the stomach. Give them clean water, change the straw often, and leave them enough room to roll around if they want to. And walk them round now and again, but let them go at their own pace. Don't push them. Keep that up for a week, and they'll be good as gold.
My word. I've been handling horses for years, but I never heard about rubbing them with straw for colic. Thanks for the help. I'm known in all the stables around here, and I'll be telling them about you, too. The thing is, Sir Robard wants 4 horses for the train to the quarry, and they won't be fit by then. Certainly not this one here.
The quarry? What's going on there?
I don't know, but a guarded train like that, they must be carrying something valuable.
When do they need the horses?
There's still some time. They're supposed to be there in 5 days at noon.
What about some help from someone else?
You mean from that old hag who lives in the woods? I'm not so foolish as to believe in spells.
It's not about spells. She can try to make a herbal concoction. I know something about herbs, and I'll make sure she doesn't put anything in it that would be bad for the horses.
All right, then. Let's see what the old hag comes up with. God be with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
God grant you help. How may I help you?
You wouldn't happen to know a remedy for horse colic?
Of course. Who do you need it for?
The groom at Talmberg is having problems.
That wretch? I won't move a finger for him. I'd rather poison those horses of his.
What did he do to you?
Threatened me with a whipping, the lout. And all because I suggested I could take better care of those horses than him, which is only the God's honest truth.
Since you mentioned poison, is there something you know of that would make horses really sick for a while? Nothing that might kill them, just make them useless for a few days and give the groom nightmares.
Ha! I'd never take you for the type. Of course there's something. Normal poison will do. But they have to be dosed gradually.
Thanks.
Good luck, then.
God be...
I have something for your horses.
Really?
Give them this. It will definitely help.
I hope it ain't from that hag in the forest. Ah, well, what the hell. Thanks, Henry. Here's something for your efforts. Take care.
Yeah.
Jesus, what have you been up to?
So, I'm here.
Good. Do you know when they'll come?
I know. In 5 days. They should be here at noon. We still have time.
And do you know how many of them there'll be?
I'm not sure exactly, but I made sure there'll be less than there was supposed to be.
Good work. So you think there's no point in finding out more?
I'll see. Either way, be ready. Did you two find out anything?
Nothing much here, but that doesn't mean we were idle while you were strolling around Talmberg.
Welcome, Henry.
Well, had to stop by the tavern, didn't I? It's called investigating.
Investigating the bottom of a tankard, more like. Their chief is strict as hell. I don't reckon he'll reduce their shifts, even if the money does come. If the money does really come at noon, he'll store it somewhere and let the guards from Talmberg protect it. It'll probably be in that hut on the edge of the quarry. I don't reckon all the guards from Talmberg will want to stand around there all day. If we get lucky, some of them will bugger off after a while.
Aye, seems likely. So, how do we go about it?
We have to be patient. No shenanigans, even if we have the silver in our reach. Don't let your guard down. And then, we either charge them or try to do it by stealth.
All right. Now we'll just have to wait until they arrive.
You gonna wait with us?
Aye, that's probably best.
See you later.
I've got it, lads. My God, we pulled it off. I won't leave the tavern for a week.
Hey, Henry's coming to see
Fucking
us.
hell! Christ, I'm still shaking.
The pair of you would jump at your own shadows. It was nothing.
Fuck off! You were shitting yourself. I could smell you a mile off.
Me? No fucking way. I was just...
You won't talk your way out of this one. So show us the bloody money then.
Here it is.
Holy shit!
A third of it is yours.
Fuck yeah! First we get drunk out of our heads. Let Andrew see what he missed out on. See you later.
Jesus, that was fucking amazing.
What? You actually enjoyed it?
Aye, of course. This is how you make money.
Oh, never again. That was fucking close.
That's the fun part.
Oh, that's the Fritz we all know and love.
Always to the bitter end. So, show us the money.
Here it is.
I can't believe it. We're rich.
That we are.
I'm going to spend a week in the bathhouse. Fuck it, a month. And every wench in the province will be in there with me. Take care.
Come now, Hal. My men are up in the courtyard. We can get going. So, can we set off now, Henry?
Of course. I can't wait.
So, to horse! The Lord of Bergo is bound to be waiting as eagerly.
I'm getting used to it.
What about Rodzig? Has he accounted for not owning up to you the whole time?
He explained it. All will be well, I think.
Glad to hear it. It's far more acceptable for a nobleman to befriend a noble bastard than a blacksmith's son.
Mind you, don't come to blows with a blacksmith, my young lord. What do you think about Sir Jobst and his plan?
Well, I admit all the scheming has me a little lost. I thought Sigismund was the devil, Wenceslas a martyr, those on his side the heroes, and those against him the villains. I believed we'd rescue the king and all would be well again, but now it looks a lot more complicated.
Exactly. I didn't expect the noble lords to be as noble as the angels, but I hadn't expected such a sewer. They behave like children.
I can't fathom how after all this backstabbing they're somehow still on speaking terms.
I don't know either. Beggars belief. Did you know that King Wenceslas is such a...
Feckless drunkard? Not really. And to be honest, I'm not sure I wanted to know. I slept better believing my fate was watched over by a wise and powerful monarch.
So did I.
What a dismal world when you can't keep trust in your own king.
On the other hand, times were better with him here than with him gone.
Isn't that the truth?
What do you think of Sigismund?
If I were him, I'd have had enough of my brother even sooner.
But he's a monster. Look at what those hordes of his are getting up to here. What he did in Skalitz.
True enough. On the other hand, if Wenceslas and Prokop hadn't double-crossed him, none of this would have happened.
No one forced him to burn Skalitz.
That's a fact. But he couldn't let them shit all over him either. Not that I'm defending him.
He's a weasel.
No doubt about that.
Do you know anything about Prokop?
Ha! Sir Hanush could tell you a thing or two about him.
Why?
Last winter, a certain Sir Jan Sokol of Lambeth, a well-known knight, or robber baron to some, tried to occupy the city of Iglau, which was on the orders of none other than Prokop.
And what has that got to do with Hanush?
Well, he was there with him. Of course, that's not something to brag about in front of Yops.
And what was it all about?
They wanted to occupy a city that was on the side of the League of Lords, but despite there being several hundred strong, they didn't take it. For one thing, they couldn't get past the Iglau women, with their pitchforks and cauldrons of hot water.
I would never have thought of Sir Hanush as such a rebel. And have you heard anything about Rupert of the Palatinate?
A little. He can't manage even to wrest power from a king who doesn't much care for ruling and isn't fighting back. That doesn't seem like a man who has what it takes to rule. And that's all I need to know.
And that Bergoff we're going to see, do you know anything about him?
I haven't heard much good about him, but I have a feeling that some other nobles are quite in awe of him. And his castle is apparently quite impressive. I'll be interested to see for myself.
And what about the League of Lords?
Wealthy, pompous. The king doesn't seem to like them much. He's chosen to let the lesser ranks of the nobility into his circle, men like your father. I admit I don't blame him one bit. But the lords weren't happy about their lost influence, so they put their foot down. If I were Wenceslas, I'd have let them hang after they abducted me the first time. But he gave them seats at the provincial council? Little wonder they're back at their old tricks. How about it, Henry? Can we go? Are you ready for this?
Of course. At last I'll get to see more of the country and have a bit of an outing.
Quite. Let's get to it then. I finally have the feeling we're doing something worthwhile. We're helping to save the king.
Instead of saving his drunken majesty, I'd rather find that whoreson who murdered my parents, get the sword back from him, and skewer him with it.
Cheer up, Henry. I have a feeling you'll get your chance one day, and it won't be long in coming. Forward, men! Audentes fortuna juvat!